Whenever there's a new champion, a lot of people, a lot of fans try to take away something that they can use in terms of team building philosophy when it comes to making their favorite team good. In the Eagles' case, it's building up through the trenches, acquiring guys like a Jalen Carter, a Jordan Davis, a Milton Williams, a Nolan Smith, and just spending an inordinate amount of draft picks on guys up the middle. However, the last couple championship teams kind of outline a different trend and an underrated position on the defense. What I'm talking about is going out and spending big time assets on your nickel spot. The Eagles obviously brought in Vic Fangio, but that defense isn't nearly as good if they don't get a huge contribution out of guys like Cooper DeJean. And well before DeJean was grabbing interceptions in the Super Bowl, the Eagles knew that this was a position they wanted to attack. They traded up specifically to take him after he fell to day two, and he was a find for them. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season as a rookie. But it's not just the Eagles. You can go back to the Chiefs winning a championship last season and point to their 2022 draft, where they traded up themselves to take Trent McDuffie, who was one of the biggest parts of their defense in 2023, playing, guess what, the nickel, coming down and crashing against the run, and also being a hyper physical man coverage player. And it's not just the Super Bowl teams. If you want to look at teams that just perennially are making deep playoff runs, look no further than the Buffalo Bills or the Baltimore Ravens. The Bills, for instance, are paying Teron Johnson $10 million a year to be a star nickel corner. And when you look at the Ravens over the last 2 years, they've kind of shown that you can go in two different directions. In 2023, it was Kyle Hamilton playing a lot of big nickel, coming downhill in the run game, but also making plays in the pass as well. And in 2024, with Mike Macdonald, their defensive coordinator, leaving for Seattle, they move Kyle Hamilton back to safety, try a little bit of a different thing. They move Marlon Humphrey around, and he was phenomenal there as well. The bottom line is, if you think a position like tight end per se is important, the nickel is essentially the tight end of the defense. They're often lined up on tight ends. They're lined up close to the line of scrimmage. They have a lot of responsibility in the run and the pass game. It's no secret that teams that spend a lot of money or a lot of capital on these players get farther in the playoffs. So don't be surprised if your favorite team goes after a nickel player this offseason.